Hi everybody, it's Mike with Semper Dad. Thanks for joining me today. Today I'm going to start into a little series breakdown of boot camp, the boot camp experience for parents. So I'm going to break them down in little nuggets because there's just tons of information I could go over, make this video 55 years long. YouTube won't let me upload a video that long, so we'll stick with this. So the first topic I'm going to start off with, the most important one, well, in my mind, is communication, writing letters in boot camp. And I've said it before in other videos, it is the longest process ever. So your son or daughter just shipped out. They made the awesome phone call when they get to boot camp, the one where they're yelling, it's scripted. And what we did, our phones didn't record the conversation, so I actually videoed my wife, because we also arranged that our son would call my wife when that comes up, because they don't let them pull out their address book to look up a number. They have to know the number. So they'll go and punch in the number and it answers, and they have to scream this little script. I videoed my wife with her phone on speakerphone, and we got that. We love it. We watch it all the time. So after that, it's going to be a week or two before you get their address, because they're not going to be get put with a platoon yet. So you may get the address first part, but you won't know what platoon they're with. And that changes. That could change from week to week too, till they get everything settled. So before you even get a mailing address to write a snail mail letter, it could be a couple weeks. But once you get that, you want to be careful about where you share that information. You don't want to post that online. You want to make sure that you only give it directly to family members and so forth. Make sure they understand. Don't just post it online for anyone on the internet to see. And once you start sending letters, keep in mind there's at least a 2-week, I just went with a 2-week delay, it seemed like, with the letters with my son. 2-week delay, so any information I gave him is going to take 2 weeks to get to him. I encourage you, and I was encouraged, just write uplifting, encouraging letters, because one thing I realized quickly is I'm not there. I'm not going through what he's going through. I could be telling him all these wonderful, lofty adages, but I'm not the one having to have my face in the dirt. I'm not the one getting yelled at on the quarterdeck, which is where they take them to get PT'd, which is where they get punished, basically, for either doing the right thing or not doing the right thing, or what, who knows. It's boot camp, right? I'm not the one there having to face that. So it's much easier for me to sit in my office, quiet time with a cup of coffee, some tranquility music playing, some candles, some essential oils in the diffuser, and just write these wonderful, lofty things. Just go with it, son. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be good. But all kidding aside, you want to stay positive no matter what. In our case, what happened is sometimes we got really down, really depressed, really sad, really upset, really frustrated with the process. But again, that delay makes an issue because he would write it, send it to me. I wouldn't get it for 2 weeks. I'd write a response and then send it back to him, and he'd get it 2 weeks later. Meaning, essentially, he got his response to his issue a month later, give or take a week. So he was already over it. And many times he'd write and say, "Oh, thanks, Dad, but I was already over that." Okay, sorry, I tried to help. So that's what I have as far as communication while your son or daughter's at boot camp. I hope it was informative. I hope it was enjoyable. If you liked it, please like it. Also share it with others who you think would use the information. Any comments or questions, share those. We'll get them answered or responded to one way or another. Again, thank you for joining. I'm Mike with Semper Dad. Have a wonderful day.